They're beginning tonight with California's primary election day. Just 2 hours now to go until the polls close. The big question, of course, is how's voter turnout? We have live team coverage. We're going to begin with Action News reporter Felix Cortez, who's live at Monterey County Election Headquarters in Salinas. Felix?
Well, Aaron, Dan, unfortunately, no record voter turnout expected here in Monterey County, but a steady stream of voters drove up today and dropped off their absentee ballots curbside. Talking with voters today, several local issues and races bringing voters to the poll. There's, of course, Measure A, which could lead to a buyout of the Cal-Am water system. And there's a hotly contested sheriff's race as three people try to unseat the incumbent, Scott Miller. But for other voters, just the right to vote is what brings them to the polls.
Just something I do every election because I figure that we can't gripe about things if we don't get out there and vote and make decisions as well and help out. So I just like doing it.
I think it's important that people get out and vote for the issues at hand. If they don't, then they're not going to get what they want. They're just going to complain that they didn't get what they want.
And back here live at election headquarters in Salinas, it's a pretty quiet night out here. I've been out here on previous election nights, and I can tell you there's been a steady stream of cars backed up all the way to the Nob Hill. Right now, there's not one car here, and I just went inside to the voting booth. There was one person voting. The registrar of voters out here says he'll be happy if he sees more than 30% voter turnout, but he's expecting less than 30% turnout. Voting, of course, closes at 8 p.m. We should be getting our first results at 8:15. Reporting from election headquarters in Salinas, I'm Felix Cortez. Dan, Aaron, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Felix. All right, let's go live now to Action News reporter Phil Gomez with more on voter turnout in Santa Cruz County. Phil?
Well, Dan and Aaron, Election Day got off to a slow start at some polling stations we visited in Santa Cruz County this morning. Places like the Watsonville City Clerk's office and the Simpkin Swim Center in Live Oak reporting slow going.
Santa Cruz County Clerk is anticipating a low voter turnout as most people cast their ballots by mail, and a smaller number actually show up at sites like this one at the Cabrillo Community College Watsonville Center.
We've only had about 15 people in for, what, 6 hours.
Just down the street at the Watsonville City Clerk's office, there was some activity. Voters must decide the fate of 4 issues like Measure G, a proposed half-cent sales tax, increase to pay for public safety, and choosing one of the 4 candidates running for the 4th District Supervisor seat.
For me to come out here is to support South County and my community, and so that way the right people are elected into office.
At the Simpkin Swim Center in Live Oak, there are 5 different precincts where voters could cast ballots. At times it seemed there were more poll workers than voters.
And it's been a slow, steady trickle, I would say. When we look at the roster, so many people are vote by mail that I think a lot of the turnout, the lower turnout here physically is based on that.
And some voters were drawn out because of the state races and Measure F, a parcel tax increase to pay for park maintenance.
The big one's the governor, but the parks was a very big issue for me, as well as housing the homeless.
Voters who procrastinated about turning in their absentee ballots until the last minute are dropping them off at polling sites and drop-off centers.
You can't complain about something if you don't vote about it in the first place. So we all have a responsibility, and if we want things to be better, we got to vote.
21,000 absentee ballots were mailed out, and about 20,000 were accounted for by about 1 this afternoon. So voters have less than 2 hours to turn those into election officials. Dan and Aaron?
All right.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Thank you, Phil. Action News reporter Bei Chao continues our team coverage tonight from Monterey. Measure O, hotly contested issue this go-around. Was it enough to motivate voters?
Dan, Aaron, we're outside one of the 22 precincts here in the Monterey Peninsula where people have less than 2 hours to cast their votes. And Aaron, you nailed it. Perhaps the one ballot item that got everyone to come out today to the polling place as well as to vote this year is Measure O, which deals with the future of water on the Monterey Peninsula.
Oh, the water issue is a big issue right now, and the fact that it's primaries for the governor as well.
What brought you out to the polling?
Well, a lot of the things that, coming up, like the water issues and stuff like that, and so it just brought me up to vote, and I'm sure everybody else is doing the same thing.
So it seems like Measure O is...
Measure O is a big one for the peninsula.
Measure O was, how did I vote?
Is that what you're asking?
If you want to tell us.
Oh, I'm voting for the public to buy it out. Cal-Am's fooled around for many years. They haven't covered any ground. That's my opinion.
That Measure O?
Measure O.
Yes.
Why?
Because, there's too much. It sounds like they're asking us to say no. Too much. I don't like that. It's just, there's a reason why people put so much money for something. It was not very well explained why they're saying you wanted no.
For this primary, voters get a chance to weigh in again on whether a public takeover of the Cal-Am local water system is feasible and beneficial for the Monterey Peninsula. Measure O is not an outright vote for public ownership. If passed, it will begin the process by first having the Water Management District begin a feasibility study. Now, Cal-Am and Peninsula mayors are against Measure O, saying it will disrupt progress already made toward a much-needed water supply project. Dan, Aaron.
All right, thank you very much, May.
All right, thank you, May. Same story on voter turnout in Hollister today. This is the old courthouse in downtown. Many say San Benito County's District 4 Supervisor's race brought them out to vote. Not a lot of voters at the school either, though. Of course, this was during the day. Many people were at work, so it is hoped that many are planning to vote later this evening.
Well, it's just not that the Central Coast is seeing low voter turnout. It is low statewide. Experts say there's not much on the ballot to get people excited. Election officials expect nearly 80% of registered voters to stay home this primary. Compare that to the state's lowest voter primary turnout ever, 28.2% in 2008. One reason for the low turnout, the biggest race is more or less half set. Governor Brown is expected to get about half the votes. Voters will decide who will challenge him come November. Republican Neil Kashkari's big ad campaign over the past month has edged him in the polls ahead of Tea Party candidate Tim Donnelly.